Right, I'll just put this on here. So we'll set ourselves up.
And you had to put it somewhere as well. Huh? I had to remind you to.
Well, the thing from the other day that we speak about.
No, you have to put this one on different.
Oh yes.
Places.
Oh gosh, you're good, Robert. You are so good. Right. Hello, everybody. If anyone's watching us, we're just getting ourselves off. Just taking the socks off. Now I'm ready. It's like a symbolistic symbolism to my higher self. The socks are off, therefore I can work.
Is it every time you do that with in contact with your higher self? That's not true.
What?
No, this is with. I know it started with when we were working together, and I saw that you did it a couple of times more. But it's
the sock thing. It's just like it's symbolically saying I'm working now.
You could put some little socks part in the screen. Where is it? In the corner of the screen, you can make a little symbol of a sock.
Yeah. So yes, I will share this out. I'm actually on Facebook, so I'm going to share this out on Messenger. Oh, it says it's not available. Wait a minute. Video. Oh yes, no, it is.
I'm working now.
Yeah.
You could put some little socks part in the screen. Where somehow my in the corner of the screen, you can make a little. One second. Yeah. Okay. I didn't want to listen.
We're important, but that's the importance of the socks. You see, it's repeated.
Yeah, but there's a very deep message under it.
There's a big deep message. Do you know what? Actually, there is a big deep message. Let's actually just talk about that for now. Is absolutely about the connection with your feet connected to the earth, and it's interesting actually. If I'm working on carpet.
Yeah.
There is a sort of like a carpets are like socks for the floor, aren't they?
Yeah, and mostly they're not. Mostly they're from a natural fabric, like nylon or things like that.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is it's like a house socks. So it's
this one is going to be really interesting.
The carpet. So you can't take the carpet up every time unless you've got a rug.
Okay. So there really has to be.
No, it doesn't have to be, but it's just within my belief system, my mind. It's just the way I'm just doing it.
Okay, I need the socks
So I just brought that up really. But yeah, no, it's important that we have a sense of connection, whether it is. And the best actually is that when you're standing on the earth itself, you know, like on the actual outside earthy bit.
Yeah. In the pure soil.
In the purest form.
Yeah.
So that's enough of that socks then. Let's just push that to one side and move on. So anybody out there, either on remember it's Into the Light YouTube channel, on Facebook, on Starcy Dew. If you've got any questions, then please ask. The intention basically is for us to go in and see if there's any sort of clearing that we can do. If anybody's got anything that they're concerned about, anything that they feel that's in their energy, anything to do with emotional states, anything like that. Isn't it, Robert?
Yeah. I saw that we already had some people, one from Lisbeth from Denmark and Nita from.
That they're concerned about, anything that.
I've just done it myself. Oh yes. Oh, Lisbeth from Denmark.
Yeah, we got also from Romania.
We're connected all around the world, Robert.
Very international we are tracked.
Yeah, Patty's on as well. That's who I was messaging just a minute ago. Hi, Patty. Which is exciting. And Nita, she's actually, how do you activate light language? There we go. That's a good question, Nita.
That's a real one. That's
lovely.
one.
She's in Ireland.
Okay.
Can we start off there then with that question? How do we activate light language?
That's quite easy. It's there are multiple ways. Everybody has got light language inside of them, and we got the sword lightning way I got, and we got the normal activation you got, and then it's also the factor if the other person, if the receiving person is ready for it. So depending on whatever we do, the receiving person needs to be ready for it, and if we put all our activations in onto the person, it still can work, but at a later time as well.
Yeah.
So maybe we can give her some activation or a general, and let's see how it works for her. That's
yeah.
I can feel something popping up.
She does speak light language. She does actually speak light language, but I think it's a really good question. And also, actually, there might be somebody out there that we can connect to connect with that. So our intention is that we can then, so you can access a key code because you're all about key codes, Robert. Yeah. And then I can come in, translate it, and then see if there's anything coming through for that. So should we start there? So it's a very good place to start. Let's start at the very beginning, of which is light language and activations. So yeah, okay, you've got something coming in. Sorry. Yes. I love your dialect. It's so funny. It makes me laugh, but it's not bad. Not bad laughing at you, but it just.
I know you.
Io credo che siano io per la manitocracy. Io to sono io to grata la sana chiatata. Da passione io to la passione che ta siana chiatata sia che dice perché io mi credo che sono io to crasci e io ma io to crashati ta ba io ma io to crashani che ta io ma io to da perché io mi credo she. Absolute key codes for the heart. Yeah. Well done for that, Robert. That was amazing. Kia batota me yoko grata da shiana kia ta bashona karabitana mayoko yoto korabashona yata te kisana kita da shata kita na mayoko koroto tishana miyoko yoto koro kia na tesana miyoko grashi. So it is about the separation between the mind and the heart that brings in the activation at a soul knowing of the gift into a conscious thought process, belief system, rather than it being a subconscious. So everybody, as like you said, holds light language. It's just whether you're going to activate and access it in that now moment in your incarnation. So it is a collaboration with your higher self and the human aspect that has the free will to enable the activation to occur. So the mind may come in and want it, but it is the mind.
Yeah.
It has to be the heart that needs to come in that wants it, that then brings it forward. Yeah. So it is not about the ego mind going, oh, I really want it or really want it. No, it is from a higher perspective that it is being given. It is the word's not earning. It's not earned, but it's just.
I think it also has something to do when the ego, the mind, is telling that it wants to. It's really good because that can manifest it in the near future now, and then therefore the activation of the heart will be easier adapted. So the combination of the two are working, but there's some more coming. It's like
yeah. Just allow that to integrate everybody that is just listen to that dialect. That's an important key code that came in to activate the light language within your system. Yeah, so that was actually a key code that came in there.
I'm full of codes at the moment. Like that's really, and I noticed that my language is more like the insectoids. It's even more of the Z's, and it's getting more into it now. It's getting the overhand. Help.
Yeah, well, that's your purpose. That's your purpose, isn't it? It's absolutely.
Yeah.
I think actually the remembrance of it, because you've had that sudden sort of knowing that this is why you're here. With some of the sessions that we've been doing, and then there was something that happened with Leo, and the remembrance of who you are.
Exactly.
Start to fast track you into opening up your gifts and having an understanding, which is sort of moving on from the subject of activation, but that is so important. And I absolutely, I'm so passionate about the remembrance, because we need to remember, because when we're aware of it, then we know when we fast track it, and we,
exactly. And then indeed, it's like one of the first sessions or the second session I did with you. You told me that do you use your hands? And I was like, no, not really. And then we talked about it some other time as well. And I was like, well, it's a bit moving. And now it's really flowing. I can feel that the energy is like it's getting like strains of light, and it has. Therefore, I'm sure that this activation information, these codes, are really, really powerful. So, yeah. But I see also some questions.
Yeah. So that's Suzanne, isn't it? I am blessed. So, hi guys. My body feels like I speak light language, but my head doesn't. How do I know that I am? Is it fixed words when I do? So fixed words in the dialect, I think that's what you're meaning, Suzanne, is that there is a patterning of a dialect that will come through. And normally that, that I know that when I've worked with you, Robert, and lots of other people, is there's almost like a remembrance song, remembrance of codes that go in that sort of activate. Sometimes what we need to do is just be patient with the process, because there are so many people out there showing their gifts to the awakening crowd of people, that it's almost like, oh, I want it. But when I sort of started off, and a lot of other people started at that batch of people waking up to their gift, it was a slow process, and we gradually sort of got there. But now it's sort of more availably sort of like shown to people, more people being more aware of it. There's always that human perspective of impatience, and like, oh, I want it now and it's going to happen. But it will always be when it's right.
Yeah. So you're talking about me? I was always impatient.
No,
but I recognize it. I have the same feeling, and I see a couple of questions which are related to the mind, and I also recognize those, because even if you start doing light language at the first period, that's the best way to describe it, the mind will always say, "No, I'm making this up," or "This is a repetition of what I did before, so I'm making it up again." Or even we had some weird light language dialects, and then we started laughing because you're like, "This is too weird." So there are many mind fucks. That's mind twist. That's the word. And they, but
the blooper that bit out.
Yeah. Do we have a button for that? and so it's really normal that you doubt what you're doing. But if you trust, and that's one of the things you taught me really good, is stay in the trust and start opening in that trust. Because if you do that without your socks, with your feet on the ground, then the progression will come quicker and quicker. So yeah.
Love that. That's so good. Robert, I'm going to say this on live stream here right now, in this very now moment. You've really been doing lots of work, haven't you, on yourself, and you've shifted big time since last Friday.
Yeah, yes, it all happened yesterday and the day before. Major shifts. Yeah, you can feel it. Me too. My energy is like much bigger.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's so good. That's really, really good. Oh, hi, Marcus. There's Marcus on there. He's saying hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So so it's trust in the process, Suzanne, and her whole body's tingling, which is amazing.
That's
Let's have a little look on, let's have a little look on Facebook then. If you see anything on here. Oh gosh, I haven't shared it out yet. You said about that, and then I never shared it out.
I remembered. I have to remember.
Yeah, but did I do it? No, I did not.
Okay.
God.
Oh, that's okay.
I'll put it out in there. Okay, so that'll go out anyway. Sometimes it doesn't go out until a bit later when people sort of catch up with it. So let's have a little look and see if there's any questions. So we've spoken about the activation of light language. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Patty. Yes, Patty's here. Great. Oh, Jackie's from Morocco.
Yeah, we got real interest. I hope they're not on a holiday and live there, because it must be a really beautiful country.
And she put a flag up, which is really lovely. Oh, it's a red one. Got Claire there, lovely to connect.
Hi, Claire. Yeah.
Hi, Claire. So Nita is saying I am scared but not ready, but ready. So Nita does speak light language. You can speak it. Yeah, and that's activating her healing energy. So that probably that code went in sort of as helping her through. It's like it's like that we can activate it, and then sometimes it almost stays in like a stasis where it just, like my niece, she activated hers after I spoke to her in mine. So I sort of said to her when I first got mine sort of come through, I said, "Here, Jade, listen to this," and she was like, in the car, and we were like, well, that sounds really weird, but I know it. And so, but then 2 weeks later, she started speaking it, but then it comes in and out for her. So it sort of entwines itself. So some people may actually have activated it, but they're not ready to go forward on their life's purpose path with it. Yeah. So they're carrying the fear with it, but it will always come through when it's ready. Some children talk it, but they don't speak again until they're a bit older. So there's no right on any way of the process. It just is, isn't it?
Yeah, but then you hear more and more people talking about light language and doing different dialects. So it's beautiful to open up in your mind, but still the mind twists occur, and maybe this can help.
Well, there's a different dialect in there. A different dialect, didn't it? Wait a minute. Oh, you just set me off now. Then look at me. So, guys, if you're watching and this feels right for you, connect to this information coming through and just adjusting the energetic field right now. Back up. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I'm just anchoring that in. I don't know if anybody felt that actually. There, something's gone in. That was somebody in particular. I don't know who that was for, but that was somebody that was watching. Might be for a few people. Okay, let me just check what they were saying. There was a connection that went on here. It was galactic that came in. They're giving me actually Nita.
Yeah, I thought so.
Huh?
I thought so.
Yes. because she just says here about connecting with her galactics. Sounds like one of her galactic friends, but yeah, there is actually a relevance there. So Nita, let us know if that actually helped out.
And the energy must be...
Marcus felt it as well.
The energy must be high because Nita has problems with her receiving as well.
I've got Sherry on from Girl in the Universe. She said that she loves us, which she thinks we're wonderful together.
Thank you.
Yeah, so yeah, Robert felt that. That's really good. Okay. So Patty is saying, actually, how does one clear out the density to let more light in? So is that regards to clearing of light language?
I think that you did a course on that I'm following. That's the monthly chakra cleansing, helps to clear the density. For me, at least, it does.
Yeah, they're really good, they are.
I listen to them daily, and so that helps to remove every time again new layers of density, and therefore there's more space to get light in. So that's one of the ways.
That's on Starseed U, that one. There's an October one and a November one. Thanks, Robert. Yeah, they're really good actually. So every month I'm doing the chakra cleansing, which is online downloadable, and I've also got the group that's coming up on the 11th of the 11th, which you're booked in on that, aren't you? So that's a group in-person Zoom call with some cleansing of the different chakras. So I feel that it's a lot of fear stuff that's coming through. And I put on my Facebook on my YouTube channel that I was directed to do a fear one for the collective as well. So check that out, everybody, on Facebook and on YouTube. That I downloaded that today. And then also check on Starseed U for all of those other courses that I'm doing. By the way, I noticed that your free course a couple of those went.
Yes,
that as well. Actually, I was going to speak about that.
Okay, that's Anyotra. That's the fire ceremony. I'm doing for 8 years now, and I'm working hard to do an update on the already released course. It's a free course, just because I want to let people see what kind of ceremonies you could do. For example, for yourself, which is also clearing a lot of density, and which is also clearing the chakras. And so there are numerous ways, and everybody has to find their own ways. But mostly I think that joining question and answers like this is really helping, because we clear much more than people probably even expect, even what we expect sometimes. And that's massive information for really on the different levels. And so, of course, meditation is a way just to be in the now. Healthy food. There's so many ways, and it's all depending on how somebody is related to it. Am I talking rubbish? Because you're like
no. The reason I've gone blank is because I forgot what the question was, and you're just talking, and I've just looked at what Marcus just said, and I just went completely blank there.
Okay, no, that was the question was. I combined my course. I combined my course, the Anyotra ceremony, with the question on cleansing, and I saw that Marcus also had a question on chakra cleansing. So I thought it was good to combine it.
I do apologise. I just went offline.
Yeah.
Nita actually said that I am actually got a bit of an echo. So
yeah, you have, and I was so glad that she said that you had it.
No, the echo is on from your end in Amsterdam, dear.
I can't help it. My sound is off, and there's only Facebook and StreamYard on.
Okay, anyway, we've actually seen that there's a bit of green around my hair on Facebook. It's green coming up round here.
That's true.
Love energy, isn't it? Green. That's from the heart.
Yeah.
So what was the question? I've got to see. I went offline there. So I obviously went off and went off somewhere. Oh, Rose is in the house. Rose is amazing. She does really beautiful light language pictures. Have you ever seen them, Rosa? Amazing.
Yeah. I saw them. She's also in one of the groups, isn't she?
Yeah.
She makes
she does amazing stuff.
They're beautiful.
And hello, Jackie. She loves the playfulness. Yeah, we'd like to keep it light, don't we, Robert?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And Lynn Spalding also is joining us. Antoinette. Actually, that's not how you pronounce it. Antoinette. Sorry. Antonietta. Oh, that's a nice name, isn't it? Oh, and Nikki Sumner.
Okay,
She joined us last time. Do you remember? We did something with Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, actually, I think that was included yesterday. So I just lose it. I've got so much in the now moment. Right. Okay. What is the favourite ways of actually cleansing your chakras? Most effective, light language all the way.
Yeah. That's doing more than only cleansing. It's doing everything. Putting you into your power. It's doing so much. This is for light language is a lifesaver for me. I mean, that's this. I did a lot of things in my life on spiritual ways. That light language is by far the best. It gives the most effects. It's the most fun.
Especially when the space fairies come in.
Yeah. That's we can call them in.
Can we? I think already because you're making me go all silly already. Well, yeah, there. So to get it to do, yes, they're here. Chiamo tu gruppo de sciamma che da fu
Beautiful.
Wait, I'm gonna have to close my eyes because I keep looking at myself. So they are here on the earth with this ascension of such density, and they're like little warriors of light because they're in such density. They are here in the holographic system for us to connect to enable us to really heighten our ability to tap into the higher realms. They are like a transference of energetic allowance of availability to connect. So they're almost like they're showing me like little lassos, like little fishing rods. Do you know fishing rods with a little magnet at the bottom and like fair, and then there'd be like a little fish. They'd be like that, but then bringing people's consciousness up. They're showing. There's so much density, and they just want it to lighten up. We want us to lighten up.
Yeah, which is also really nice that they popped up because we were talking. Anita was talking about the feeling of fear to do the light language, and you were getting the space fairies in, and then you said I have to close my eyes because otherwise I'm distracted, and I see.
I have no idea why this is happening. My shoulders are risen up.
That's so beautiful. There's something coming to that too as well. Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh, we're in our flow, Robert.
Yeah.
everybody's being lassoed in, let us know.
Connect to our energy, so it's okay.
Yeah, no, it's so crazy, isn't it? Natura, tissio, tukra, tanama, kura, tanakietera, siutu, mankia, tukras, tukra.
They're beautiful, yeah. I like dancing.
She's feeling her human wings now.
Wow.
How beautiful. Hi, Joanne. Cool. Okay, I'm just anchoring this in. Wait a minute. Just anchoring in. It's like one of those vibration plates you've bought.
It's just so much fun to do.
You always to go and sit and watch mainstream news. You know, you can sit and watch us, Robert.
Hmm?
Oh, it's quite okay. Right. Now let me soon Shuku Kukuya Anka Ena
I love that when you sing. It's great. The light language.
I don't know. My hands are just going off all, like as they are, and I'm just sitting here.
I had that yesterday all day.
I don't know what's happening. They're just using me at the moment as my.
It's using to get information from above into your system.
Yeah.
I had it yesterday all day. So,
if nobody's ever watched us work before, they'd be like, "What is she doing right now?"
Yeah, and in fact, we're really serious, but we like to make fun when we're serious. So.
Yeah, this is my fun when we do all of this sort of clearing that's going on.
Yeah.
You know?
I saw a question of Marcus. He's asking for a channeling for a financial blessing, but I think that I asked the same question a couple of weeks or months ago at you, and then you said that practice your light language, and then you get into the flow of your system, and then the blessing and
because I think that's always really good. Because as spiritual beings, we sort of like, you know, there are so many sort of people might that sort of say, well, you know, it's a gift, you should just do it. You know, that sort of mindset, that belief system needs to be released. If you was I don't know, like a carpenter and went round and did somebody's kitchen out, you would, you've got such a gift there.
Yeah.
Give it to me free. You don't do that, do you? So we need to sort of see that self-worth with our practices. That, you know, that's sort of something that we've spoken about, and I've spoken about to quite a lot of people about, and a particular lady today I was speaking about lack consciousness.
Yeah.
So definitely go on, because I would, you know, any sort of layer that I can release within myself, it's all a bonus, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so let me just finish off here.
I was just going to ask you, how long are you busy, still busy?
No idea. Wait a minute. Not yet.
Oh, I thought you were almost there.
Yeah, so, okay. Let me see if I can get something through to come in whilst they're putting codes in. I feel there's a big throat thing going on here as well. So this is about language activations with everybody. Yeah, codes are going in for everybody. Connect with me coming in with these codes, please, everybody. If you want to sort of activate that light language, the big codes coming in now. Oh, that's coming in quite strong, actually. So connect with me. Put it on replay on this bit if you want to get a little bit more information on your language. But there are loads of codes going in here, aren't there?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Still going. Still going. It needs to be done, doesn't it? So
yeah.
just sort of, it's just like, do you know when you put somebody on hold and you get that music going on in the background?
That's why you were singing. That's how I understand it. Girl in the Universe also feels it in the throat.
Yeah. Sherry's just said huge with the throat. Yeah, so we've still got some codes in. So please connect with me right now. Just enable you to receive these codes. God, it's loads. It feels like ribbons coming out.
Yeah.
Well.
And I see that Nita was asked to put her feet on the ground, and I think everybody should do that.
Thank you. Yeah, have a little check out of what's happening out there.
So if anybody is not with his feet on the ground, probably it's a good suggestion to do that, so to even get more connected to Nicola and get all these codes as well downloaded. And the light around you is getting more green. That's true. I saw that too. Yeah.
Oh, it is, isn't it? It's on Facebook. It's showing up a lot more on Facebook, actually.
Yeah, I see it. I see it on Facebook now.
Oh, we've got some codes coming in. Wait, we go. Going up top of heart, actually. Just let that out with a breath, please. Mashaka enka eo kuka aye ki e ki ange ega a kuka oa ki anaka amaka aya kuka aye ki gai shu kukratanda te ki anta kietanda kiata. Oh, how lovely. That's really good. I'm just clearing the energetic field now. Just release it out. Going up. Make sure that you're grounding your energy. Push down. Socks off. Giyama. I'm just going to anchor that in. Ma. Okay, it's going into solar plexus as well. Well, they really want to do a really good clearing with everybody today. Nice. Ma. Kia. Durata. It's calming down a little bit now.
People can feel it on different places, I see.
Okay. Nice. Good. Boost. Yes. Bas. Woozy. We're bringing in some light now codes here. Zoom. Zero. Zam. Ziakia. Guzim. Ziagia. Ziakia. Guzium. Ziao. Ziakia. Kuziam kukrazium ziariatezion kukradesi shugradesiam ziawakiabuziata baju kujagianaka oerjagiata zium buziarie kieta zium mawisha kie maweshua bukratesim zuane. Thank you. Bamuria maweki zoom Kiane dure tie just allow that to settle, please. Siayendoya kumaye kamu shuranagi. Oye onadan. Oye sian. Thank you. Just allow that time to integrate, please.
Felt like a complete system clearing.
It's like, which I know this already, but when the space fairies come in, they bring in the Z's.
Yeah.
Don't they?
No, they come together, I think. They don't bring it in, they come together.
Yeah, maybe that's the hook thing, that they bring them. Oh, I feel really lovely, don't you?
It's beautiful. This is our best show ever until now. No, seriously, because everything is melting, and then the energy is really powerful, and it's beautiful, and it's also relating to all the questions we had.
Yes.
So it's a beautiful mixture. That I'm really glad with that. So if you still have some air over, I think there will be something more for you.
Thank you, Robert. Allow that to integrate. Okay, upgrades for or ancestral clearing. To do with the financial stuff. Marcus talking about. And lack consciousness through all time and space. So release the contracts of black no longer serves our society of spiritual beings here on earth. Darabishana get the bit and Maricata do grata di sha, Giato, grata, show, Mokubitana Maricaravisha, the Zacatidona Magiapa Yotoku, Locore, shut down the way out the Carabetana Shukuri, shut, that Sukuba, Giatu, show. So it is time to release it. No longer serving. Ma, show, go, gra, show. Dan the get to Carabayama, the Carabishan, the Kita, the Yama, the shock you to the Kariba, the Carabisha, Kita, tu gratata sha, Kita, grata sha, Ku gratana macchiato to go grata da sha, Giato to do Balagana Margarisha, the la macchio to Carabitana Misho, Ku gratana sha, Kieta, shunno go grasha, Giato the bagno no go grata shia kieta. Da bad shunno go Google corratu shian macchiato to Balagia, da sha. Go ka enaka ego a ka naka e shanaka sha. Giato to bashana giato to bayana maku sha. So getting really big, strong energies and awareness of enslavement into a system of lack. We are beings of light. We are warriors of light that have come here. No more. This is really serious. They're coming in like no more.
Finished.
Constant flow. The constant flow of energy that comes in and comes out and comes in. It is that flow in which we need to tap into. And in our financial system, it is that we go in and we go out. No more. It is in, money coming out, money coming back in again. So it's slowly building a wealth. And this is what we need to be aware of, is that energetically it comes in, it comes out, but it also comes in again. To create it, rather than sort of you pay your bills and you get paid. You pay your bills, get paid. It's not. It's what they're saying is that it's an expansion of energy that we hold ourselves.
It's like a DNA string. The mixture of the two and then move up. So it is absolutely, it is about us being aware as spiritual beings that we are ascending on this journey, that we no longer resonate with the consciousness of lack. The universe is bountiful. We can create whatever we want on this earth, and it is not being restricted in our energetic flow or expansion, which includes our physical reality and creation of our reality, which is an expansion. And because we have these guidelines and these structures around us, it includes financial restriction and expansion on flow. So how wonderful that is. So it is knowing your self-worth and working through all of your blocks that are held in the head. It is a belief system. It's really interesting, actually, because I was going to share with you a video that I was picking up with that they showed me this morning that I shared to Sherry, actually, which is about the mindset and the belief system of actually takes right back to really early stages of our life that we don't actually have enough, and our parents have always said to us, oh, I haven't got enough money for that, oh, the money comes in, money goes out. Is actually resetting the mind, the belief system, in knowing that you will always have more than what you need, the flow of in, out, and then in, back again, this expansion of wealth. So it's important for us to actually know that, you know, that money is not an evil thing. When you have money around you, it enables you to do the things and help others. Exactly. And it's also about knowing your worth, in that actually when you're actually, you know, sort of putting things and work out there, that there is that energy exchange that comes back to you. So it's not about giving things for free all the time. There is a place for that, but you have this sort of awareness that comes in, but it's also actually knowing your self-worth, that actually that what you do and what we put out there for people, what everybody does, is that there holds a worth, and there should be an exchange and an expansion of that. So I'm very thankful for Marcus, because he put this question on, and some other people maybe are shy to put questions like this on, because it's the ego could put boundaries around it. But because he put it in there, I could activate these codes and have this interesting.
It's absolutely imperative that as we grow in our consciousness, that we grow into all aspects of our lives. It's not just one thing, it is everything that exists in our physical reality that we expand in.
Yeah.
So if there's an imbalance with the financial situation as regards to our work or relationships or anything that is in our lives, then there is an imbalance in our energy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And trust is the, I mentioned it before, but trust is the main cement between everything. Because if you trust in this system, if you trust in the information we give, which is passed through to us, then it will occur. And it will occur even quicker than you now expect today in this now time, but it will be quick, really quick. And you can see more and more. And when you see the evidence, then the trust will build, and then it's like a big snowball rolling off the mountain. And that's beautiful. It's like abundance all everywhere and bliss.
Absolutely. So it's expansion of everything that we do. And it's only when we restrict ourselves that then we then feel lack of love, lack of this, lack of that. And one aspect of it is the financing.
Yeah. You also had an example of when you were sitting at home and for thinking that you were alone, that you took Louise out for a walk to see if there were other people, and so that you're not, so that mind, that idea would go away because you wouldn't be alone. But if you stay at home and you dwell in that feeling, then it's all going down. But if you just break that mental thing and just go out, or just try to get out of that mindset, then you can feel what the energy exchange is doing for you.
Yeah, absolutely. It is that, isn't it? It's about expanding in all ways and not allowing the mind to control your reality. It is stepping down into your heart and recoding, reprogramming your belief system.
Yeah, and I believe also that if you are in the mind at certain moments, if you are not yet in the heart, then that can help to put your hand on your heart whenever you have to think about something. So if you put your hand on your heart and you connect it with your heart, the mind has to go down into the heart, and the mind's tricks won't be that strong, so the heart can be stronger. And then, so if I advise everybody to go to the shop, buy a tape of duct tape, put your hand stick it to your heart, and then it will help.
Robert, it doesn't matter what color.
No, probably green is best for your heart.
Yeah, and for ladies it might be pink.
Pink, of course, yeah.
Yeah, so let's just stick in a nice structure of belief systems that it has to be pink or green.
Yeah, but it really, in my belief system, it really works, and that is really, it gets your mind out of the fixation.
Well, isn't it? So for children, just a little bit of tap in. For those that know about tapping, getting, sort of getting that sort of the heart, sort of actually sort of connecting with the heart physically is really good. I actually did moving onto grounding with actually a physical touch with a person the other day, and he wasn't grounding very well, and I told him to rub his feet. They were telling me to rub his feet with cream.
Yeah.
So if you feel that you're not very good at grounding, is actually sort of go to a sort of somebody that does reflexology, or rub some cream at the bottom of your foot. But it was really funny because he then came back to me and said, I did that, which was great, but another tip is don't get up straight away because you slip on the floor.
Don't overdo it.
Or socks.
Yeah, of course. After it, you put your socks on and then you start moving again. But the basic was that he did it and it worked.
Did it, yeah, and he really found it really very beneficial. So that was really good news for him.
Great.
Yeah. We're talking about all of those sort of things like that, and it's really interesting actually. I mean, Sherry's actually put on here about actually that we do have courses available on Starseed U. So yes, I am actually going to plug that. And it's not something plugging it, but yeah, I'm promoting it because, you know, because it is such, do you know what? It's been an absolute privilege for me to put all of my courses together with all of my knowledge that I've learned throughout all these years, and for it to be available for people to really tap into the information that has changed my life completely. And I know you're creating your courses as well. And I think it's important that people are aware of this platform because there are so many people that are coming on, instructors that are bringing their really highly valuable, vibrational, authentic information forward for people to tap into, and it's not at a high cost either. So please have a little look and see what resonates with you with the courses. There are some free content if you want to see how the system works, but honestly, it is something that I'm so passionate about, that at a fraction of the price for people to get the information. It's on there. You've done loads of little bits on mine, haven't you?
Yeah, and I love it. And I'm working on my courses, so it's, if people resonate with my energy, just they have to go to me on Facebook. But there will be courses, and we are working together on courses as well, heart activations, and so there's a lot of stuff coming up. But there's already a lot of stuff, and I really love your work in that.
Thank you.
But it's true. It's
some
true.
Amazing bits on there about energy, Schumann resonance, grounding.
Yeah. There's the Akasha field. Almost every aspect is it, and Leo is also coming on, and he's also a magician with energy, and so there's a real nice mixture already on Starseed U, and
yoga practice as well with Fabiola
for children.
Yeah, and also children's stuff. So I've got some breath work, energy awareness. So please go and have a little check of it out, even if you just have a little look. If it doesn't resonate right now, that's fine. But what I'm saying is that there's so much stuff on there that you can access, that is on there. Once you've downloaded it, it's yours. You just keep going back on there.
And if there are upgrades, you get informed that there's an upgrade on it.
Yeah, so if there's all this sort of upgraded stuff on there as well. So please have a little look on there. And also events are going on there. And also Sherry's actually got a shop that's going to be going on there that's selling beautiful prints of light-coded pictures.
Roses?
Yeah, so we're going to have a shop on there as well, Robert, which is really exciting.
I can sell my ash from the ceremony. But it's also important because we do have this question and answer, and so people who didn't put on a question today, if you forward a question already for next week, because we will be on next week again, and do this funny question and answer session with a lot of fun. So please pop up questions and let us know. If something pops up and there's no question really weird, I think maybe we can't answer it directly, but you see if a question pops up later on, Lightlingers can give the answer in still in the sessions. Right? That's really interesting.
Yeah,
so it's a learning moment for me as well.
We just connect into the apparently, sorry to change subject.
It's okay.
Do that. But apparently there's some little light beings over the top of your head, Robert.
Over my head?
Yeah.
Okay.
And also I was going a little bit purple at one point.
Oh, you're blessed. You're blessed.
So,
but at a certain moment you were doing the light language, and it almost felt like in a monastery, a monk saying a prayer.
Yeah.
It really sounded beautiful.
Yeah, I know it was so lovely to hold that light language.
That
was so beautiful. Do you know what? I cannot express to people how wonderful it is when you really start to connect with your multidimensionality. And when you do, it's almost like, this sort of pure channeling that you do, and you go into that and you just sort of feel very it's like you've taken out of another world, really. You're in your physical body, but when you go into that state of pure channeling. It's just there's no other feeling like it. I just absolutely and you bring through all of those sort of personas of all of those beings that you're working with. It's amazing, isn't it? How do you feel about when you start to connect?
It's like everything is perfect.
Yeah.
It's a feeling of total peace, happiness, bliss, everything to each other. It sounds a bit off the ground, but it's really for me, it's connecting everything to each other more and more and more, and that's so every time I do it, I can sense what is achievable, and that's everything. It's like that's
yeah. I just love going into that state of connection, because when you connect with whatever layer of connection that you have, because there's obviously layers, we have to work through and evolve the process of connection. At the very beginning, your mind gets in the way and your mind chatter goes in the monkey brain. But once you get past that and start pushing through, and you go into different levels of consciousness, it's just there's no way to explain it. You have to experience it.
And everybody will. That's the beauty.
Yes.
That's the most beautiful thing, I think, that everybody is connected and everybody has some kind of a way of light language inside of them. So it's all ready to be activated or brought out. So connect your higher self, connect your heart, and just do it.
Yeah, absolutely. So
repeat this recording, because these activations in here are really powerful. I'm sure about that. And so if you're not activated yet, or even if you're activated, it probably will kickstart more capabilities you have. I mean, this was a strong one.
Layers. Yeah, that was a really strong transmission. Thank you for that. So what they're saying, the galactics are coming through right now, is saying absolutely it is the connection to your outer guidance of the universe, of your galactic aspect. It is not outside of you, it is outside of you, within you. Yeah. So it's above, so below.
Yeah.
It's not outside of you as in I've got a pair of socks. It is outside of you that it is a connection of who you truly are. I am not socks, Robert.
I know.
Energy. Off energy though as well, isn't it?
But you made the circle around. You started off with socks and you're finished with socks.
I know, I'm very clever.
Yeah, that's very right. It's getting professional now.
That's not me. That's not being guided. Galactic to bring socks into it as a theme for this particular
sock theme.
So I think then actually, if you go back after all of the other socks, or the other lives we've done, I think socks have actually been a main theme throughout of it.
And it started, every time you started doing taking off your socks. we had at least for us it was starting off fun, and it brought also the spacefarers into the sessions.
Because, it did.
Krista says Krista Lee says it was beautiful. Thank you, Krista.
Oh, thank you, Krista. That's really amazing. Thank you. So what you said regarding multidimensional self has just made me really emotional. Victoria, fabulous. Absolutely, it's because you're remembering. On Starseed, there is a free course that I've got actually talking about multidimensionality. So check out that, Victoria, because I've not really got time for talking about that today. But I've done some video content on there about multidimensionality. If anyone's interested, there are these sort of free courses. Just check that out. Is there anything that we need to finish off with? Because I know that's been an hour. Can you believe that?
I think just pop up new questions for next week. We will be there next week, and we love to do this because we have great fun. I hope everybody's enjoying the same and feels the same energy we feel, because this was really a nice energy session for me as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So Nita agrees. She said it was a great live. She really enjoyed it, and Victoria said thank you. She'll go and check out that that site. So yeah, and thank you to Nikki and Amelia, everybody that's been watching either on Remembrance Into the Light, my YouTube channel. Please subscribe.
Yeah, get the 1,000.
Get up to my 1,000 mark.
Yeah, let's go there.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm so happy. I'm so appreciative of everybody that clicks that button. I'm like, oh, and on Starseed U and on mine, and we're sharing it out onto yours, your group as well. And also we've got Cosmic Light, haven't we? Cosmic Light Healing.
Yeah, our group, yeah, and also for everybody who will listen to that in a new now future. Thank you for watching it. Yes, on the future.
I love the way that I couldn't speak Dutch, and I'm not taking the mickey out of you. I think it's so adorable by the way that you speak English.
It's better than some of my light language, I think. No. Right.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Lisbeth. So we're going to sign off now then. Keep on board there, Robert, and then we'll just have a little after. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Don't worry about if you're in England, anything to do with this lockdown thing. Don't worry about it. Don't feel restricted in any way, shape, or form. Go for a nice walk. Go and connect with nature, and just keep shining your light.
That's the most important. Not only in England, everywhere.
Everywhere. Yeah. And in Dutch land.
Holland. Oh, beautiful.